really, I think that imbalance and illness really begins at our cells. The two issues, very subtle imbalances, deficiency and toxicity. Deficiency is when we're not getting out of our food or because we're not making good choices on food, or we're not able to digest and assimilate, was a whole other topic. And we're not getting all the vitamins, minerals, amino acids, fatty acids, and phytonutrients that come from really healthy, plant-based foods mostly, but any food really has them. And so if we're not getting all those nutrients that we need, our cells may not function as optimally as they could. The other side is we have toxicity. Toxins that are metals and chemicals that get into our air, food, and water. We put on our skin, we put on our hair, we spray around our house. Those affect enzyme and cell function, and they also may interfere with the cells functioning optimally. So to me, the beginning aspect of any kind of healing process is make sure you're getting all the nutrients in you need, and lessen the amount of toxins. I mean, our bodies know how to detoxify every cell, and all the tissues in our body know how to detoxify. They just can't always keep up. If we get stressed or our bodies are overloaded with toxins, we may start to feel imploded, and we can have toxicity, which is, it can be anything. It can be allergies, it can be headaches, it can be digestive issues. So what do you say? What throws the immune system off, Dr. Barrett?
It's interesting. What Elson was saying is our cells are a reflection of us. Every little cell has to do the same thing we need. And one of the important things that we need that throws off our cell health is isolation. Social isolation is a big factor. We tend to think, if only I eat right, if only I do my stress management, exercise, I'm going to be fine. Well, you also need relationships. Cells don't live alone. They need other cells. If you put a single cell in a dish by itself, a plastic dish, it's going to program its own death. When our brain is developing, the neurons that don't connect to other neurons will program their cell death. So cells want other cells, and the kind of seminal study in terms of research looking at human relationships and stress and the effect on the immune system came out of Wake Forest University many, many years ago. First, the scientists were looking at what's the effect of stress on giving people an experimental cold. They got healthy volunteers to be willing to get exposed to cold viruses, and then who's got symptoms or who has response to the virus, and what was their stress the week before. In the first round of studies, they showed that the people who reported the most stress the week before were the ones who had symptoms. They got sick. Their immune systems were functioning, but they had all the symptoms. Then the follow-up study was, do social relationships make a difference? So then they asked the question about, how many people do you connect with during the week? Do you have 5 or 6 people that you're connected to? Those people who had 5 or 6 connections during the week, friends, children, lovers, non-lovers, they didn't have symptoms. They had an immune response. So for me, I'm always looking at what can I do in my life that's going to make a difference for my health. I can look at, perhaps I'm more lonely than I should be. Can I get somebody on the phone, or am I just happy with Facebook? Our social relationships make a huge difference. Our spiritual relationships make a huge difference.
So we have don't worry, be happy, and love heals so far. Okay. So we're just starting. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's how do we embrace ourselves and embrace each other's kind of key to all of keeping ourselves well.
Yeah, and my 5 keys to staying healthy on my website, it's nutrition, exercise, sleep, stress management, and the underlying one is attitude. And that's how we think. And I think, and my sense is that our mind and our thinking process and the idea that words are things, and that's one of the biggest messages I have to the medical profession, is that it matters what you say and how you say it to people. You know, if I give someone a medicine, it's like if you're going to decide to take a medicine, and I don't like to prescribe medicines, but I do, I'm going to also give that person an image. And sometimes I don't usually make up stuff, but I just thought of that today when I was standing here. I should just give people, you know, I gave somebody an antifungal medicine, and it has potential to be an antidepressant a little bit. I said, you're likely to feel better. Or if I have to give someone cortisone, you know, I say, you're probably going to feel really euphoric for a few days. They love that, you know.